Beautiful old Stanley Theater. Across the street is a place called Emma's. It used to be called something else. And it used to have an old wood phone booth inside. And I wouldn't know if it still does. And wouldn't you know it, that place is closed on Sundays now. And today happens to be Sunday, so. I'm in Journal Square. Last time I was here was probably 5 or 6 years ago. Used to be a payphone. I'll bet you they're all gone. Oh, then again, maybe I shouldn't be so negative. But that black rectangle is where a payphone used to be. Look at this, we have a survivor. If I remember right, this one has a born on date stamped on it. Well, it did. There also used to be one right next to it. Looks like this got taken over by NewTel. Nothing doing. NDT. Impressive that it's still here though and looks almost new. Look at it. Very shiny. The handset's in basically pristine shape. Doom payphone. You can't play Doom over these things, but I did actually get to play Doom once on a LinkNYC machine. That was a lot of fun. But you can't play Doom from the payphone. But yeah, last time I was here, if I remember correctly, none of this NewTel stuff was on it. And underneath this thing was like a rubber stamp that I think said 1986, which would be, I assume, when this thing was either produced or put into commission. Let's see if I can find my photos of that. This is a cool town. Nice old church next to a big old house. This is John F. Kennedy Boulevard, which is like the main drag, I guess, through Journal Square. There were a couple of phones inside this diner last time I was here. I believe they were NewTel. I don't remember if they worked, but we'll see if there's any trace of them. Oh, look at that. It's still there. Actually, I think, yeah, there are two of them. Yeah, there's one on each side of the door. Nothing doing. Oh, they're letting the potted plant overgrow this thing.
Pick up the car. He's sitting there saying, hurry up, hurry up.
Well, you better wait.
No joy. Fancy casing though, right? Looks like something you'd see at a casino. Although it would be shinier than this. Proving once again that I can spot a payphone from a mile away. I actually saw this one through the windows of that car that's parked between it and me. It's like a form of Tourette's. Actually, I don't remember these from last time I was here. Looks like NewTel. What street is this? I don't see a street sign. But this is in the parking lot of that same diner, VIP diner. NDT once again, even though the remains of a "yes, this payphone works" sticker is still present. Handset looks well, not good as new, but about as good as you can expect. Yeah, there's a Fuller sticker where the word "yes" always seems to fade before anything else. Felons, I don't know what that is. It's as dead as the day is long. Although, let me make sure I got this thing all the way up. Yeah, there's nothing doing. They got 4 payphones on one property. 2 inside the diner and these 2 outside. And we're 0 for 5 on dial tone. Maybe I can look up what felons means, if it really means anything. Yeah, that'll get me a lot of listeners. Just realized how loose this top piece is. I could probably rip this out. Not that I want to. Don't really need to carry around this filthy thing for the rest of the day. But it looks like somebody has been trying to pry this loose. I guess this is Journal Square's answer to 432 Park, right? I wonder if that's the same architect. Inspired by a trash bin, they say. Not about these buildings, but about 432 Park. The architect was inspired to design it the way he did because of a trash can that he saw. Do you see what I see? I don't think I'm going to cross this big street just for that thing. It's a nice compliment to the twin towers of 432 Park looking buildings. Okay, I see another one.
Wait. 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 Wait.
Well, this one doesn't look promising. Blackened. This is at 54 Kennedy Boulevard. No identifying information. Slightly busted earpiece. It's a very, very, very dead payphone. Handset's barely holding on. You can barely hold it in place. It's a pretty clear line of sight, seems to show. No other prospects on this side of the street, and there was nothing on the other side, on the stretch of Kennedy Boulevard, that is. Just take a little slow walk on Bergen Avenue. It's funny, this street that I'm on is called Vroom Street. It's a funny name for a street. I wonder if they do a lot of drag racing. A lot of vrooming. Probably not. Too small a street. Nice old houses though at this intersection. This old cemetery is all locked up. Looks pretty old though. It's across the street from the Bergen Church. Which the original was built, I think they said 1660. Then they relocated to this intersection using some of the original stones from the first church. There's another interesting street name, Rocky Pope Place. It's outside the church, St. Aidan's. From across the street, that looks like the shadow of a payphone passed. Let's see what I think up close. Yep, no question. No question, that used to be a payphone here. That's the bolts that held it up. That's the outline. Looks like another NewTel. So far we're 0 for 6 on dial tone. Something tells me this is going to be 0 for 7. Indeed, I called it. Oh, interesting. The coin intake mechanism is not the usual one. I wonder why they did that. Maybe they just had this spare part lying around.
More than anything else on the planet.
Geez, even though this doesn't work, I'm tempted to put a coin in. Yeah, well, I can part with a nickel. Oh, beautiful. I could do this all day. Oh, I lost this one. Nope, it works. Brilliant. I broke even. That's an interesting coin insert, though. Coin slot. And the volume button is a little unusual, too. It's usually either this whole blue thing is the button, or there's just a different looking button. Nice to see the coin return mechanism still works for anybody that might try to make a call before checking for dial tone. This is 775 Bergen Avenue. I have very little doubt this used to be a payphone. This is at a Subway sandwich shop on whatever this intersection is, just off of Bergen Avenue. In fact, you can still see a couple holes in the wall that probably contributed to the support mechanism that held the phone up or held it to the wall. Don't know what this scupper is for, though. I'll bet you this used to be a payphone on this little square of concrete, or whatever this material is. Smith Street and Bergen Avenue. This might be worth going back in time on Street View. See if my hunch is right. Don't see any other evidence, but like there's no obvious signs of a sign that might have used to be up here, but that's a pretty recent looking coat of paint though. So this is one of those smart city kiosks, which was I saw a couple of these. I think it was in Newport when I was on my way to Bayonne, and it has the same general form factor as the LinkNYC machines, but unlike LinkNYC, the deployment and rollout of these things was actually done with a bit of sanity. I think there are probably like less than 10 or 12 of these in this whole city, whereas New York got 1,800 of them already, and there's supposed to be 2,000 more coming, and that's down from their original plan of 10,000 of these stupid things. But this one does not make phone calls or provide any tablet type of device features, but it does have these cameras all over it. That's a camera up there, just under the City Post sign, and I think is that a camera or just a button? I don't know. And this suggests that maybe that's a mic or maybe it's a speaker for audio advertising. So if it's a mic, then maybe two-way communication is possible, but I don't know. These things are really just there's no reason for these to be here. I mean, I guess they provide Wi-Fi. There's another camera, by the way. But is that another camera? Wow, I think it is. I wonder if anybody's watching me. There's yet another camera. Oh, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras. What the hell are they for? Whatever, not my problem. There's a C-Town. I need a sandwich.
Wait. 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 Bergen. Walk sign is on to cross. Bergen. Bergen. Walk sign is on to cross.
I'm back on Kennedy Boulevard. This is one that used to be outside a liquor store, and I was going to try and get a shot of this from across the street earlier, but there was a giant truck in the way. But it was one of my favorite shots I ever got of a payphone. Actually, was this the payphone outside the liquor store or something seemed kind of poetic about it. But this is obviously gone. And that's not a real good job of removal either, because a bike or something could easily lose balance over something like this. Well, we started with a beautiful old theater, why not end with one? It's the Lowe's Jersey. That's a beautiful old structure. Wonder what it's like on the inside. Looks like that timepiece is accurate. Just a quick correction, I was totally wrong about the timepiece being accurate. I did think it was after 3 though. It's not even 2:45. Proving once again I still don't know what time it is. I don't even remember what time is anymore.